So that is the end.
That was a lot to unfold, man. Thank God there's a part 3.
I know, like I can't, like I'm really, really sad. Like, you know, we see Eren, like how he's how he just
once we saw his point of view, we saw his side of like everything, and you're like, ooh, like Eren did care.
Eren cares, of course Eren cares.
No, I know, but you know, it's like
I know that like everyone is just against him because like he is, you know, killing people who are like killing innocent people, and that's just wrong. But
well, I don't think there's a lot of people against him. I mean
but like, you know,
oh, are you talking about in the show or like the fans? Like in the show, yeah.
In the show, like I do understand everyone's side. You know, like it's just wrong. You don't do to them what they did to us, and you don't kill people, like innocent people, innocent children, you know, mother, fathers, like family, like that. And like I do understand that it's wrong, but Eren is just like, he can't see any other way, and we don't know what he saw. Like we don't know that, you know, he probably saw that in the future that they're gonna, like, you know, that Paradise Island is gonna get attacked, and then that, you know, all his friends and family are gonna get wiped out like one way or another, because like, you know, it doesn't have to be the Marleys, it could be like other countries, but they're gonna be against Eren. Like, you know, you see in that summit, like, you know, they might be like talking about like all the Eldians outside, like, you know, they might be like trying to like advocate for them, that they're not like, you know, they're not like bad, but they are directing their hatred to one thing, and that is the like people in the Paradise Island. So like they still have to like direct their like hatred to something so that they can all unite, even if like, you know, even when they save the Eldians that's outside the walls, they still choose to direct their anger to like something, which is the Paradise Island. And so Eren can just see that, you know, there's no other way. And honestly, who am I to judge? Like,
no, I know, that's a, you know, that's what's great about the show, is that they present characters in a way where you can see their side even though you're not on their side. And like with Eren, I'm, you know, again, once season 4 started, we had no idea what was going on with Eren. Like we really didn't know his intentions. I mean, we knew his intentions, but we don't know why he was going about it in such a vicious like negative manner, right? So this episode, and like that's what's so great about the show, it's like you have to be patient. You know, they're not just gonna present, you know, Eren, or like present a character and show him doing bad stuff, and then the next episode you find out why. It's like a slow build, and you let his actions, you know, kind of like spread throughout, and then they reveal why. But man, I mean, I was always on team Eren, you know, but the last couple of episodes have just, it's been very emotional and heartbreaking that you're like, oh, Eren, like, even though you're not, you know, fully making them do this stuff, like, you know, making Connie shoot, you know, his comrades, and the sacrifices of like Goth and all that stuff, but you're like, man, like this is happening because of your actions. But then you see kind of like, it's kind of like he was getting all of his affairs in order before he was going about this, you know, suicide mission.
Yeah.
And when he was talking to Zeke about Mikasa, you're like, you know, he does have feelings towards him, but you could definitely see like he knew that he had to burn every bridge now, because as he said, he only has 4 years left, and in that 4 years, what is he gonna do? Like, is he gonna fight alongside Levi and Hanji and all of his friends and go about their plan, but do it in a very diplomatic, you know, kind of peaceful but a slow way? And he's like, yo, I don't got time for that. I only got 4 years to live, and
he needs to make a difference now.
Yeah. And you know, he's
in that 4 years,
and he sees that if he goes along with their plan, it's not going to come into fruition, because you know, he's seen the point of view, and he's seen the mindset of the Marleyans and how they view, you know, the people of, you know, Paradise Island, or how they view like people that aren't Marleyans, and you know, they just cast them aside as garbage. They're second class citizens. And you know, in his mind, he's like, yo, this type of hatred and racism,
it's not going to be erased like
it's
just like
not
that.
it's not going to be
like in a peaceful way.
Yeah, it's not going to be a diplomatic, peaceful way that they're no, like, I mean, as savage as it is, he's gonna have to stomp it out, and just wipe it out. And is that a naive way of going about it? Maybe, but you know what, like, that's kind of how the world is. It's like, I mean, we can all hope for a peaceful world, but the only way to get peace is through war, and it's through fights. It's through violence in a sad way.
Like, for him, that's just in his mind right now, just because, like, like, he's seen the history, like, over and over again in all the Attack Titans, and like what the Eldians, like, Eldians outside the wall or even inside the wall, how they're viewed and what is done to them. He's seen, like, he's seen what has been done in history, and so that is why, like, and so that is why in his mind there's no other way. And like, we don't support war. Like, we don't support violence. We don't want any of this. But it's just that, like, we have to be open-minded and also see things, like, like, all this time we've been seeing things like how it is for the, for the Marlians, we've been seeing the Marlian side. We've been seeing, like, the side for, like, like our, like, the original characters in the Paradise Island, and then we're seeing the side for, like, the people that in the Marlians that are Eldians, like the warriors. Like, we're seeing everyone's side, and, like, we really, like, and then we empathize with them. We feel bad, like, and we don't want anyone to die. That is the best scenario. But also, like, I'm also trying, like, in each episode that we are seeing, like, we are watching, is like, I try to be on everyone's, like, side. I'm trying to be if I was in their, like, shoes, what would have I done? Like, and I can see everyone's side. War is not good. We don't want, like, innocent families, like, just killed just for no reason, like, pointless deaths. But for, like, right now, in what we're seeing in, like, Eren, it's just, he's seen history and we don't know, maybe he's seen the future of what will happen to Paradise Island, to his friends. And so that's why in the 4 years that he has left, he wants to make a difference. It's just, it's so hard to, like, it's so hard to judge. It's so hard to hate him, because, like, knowing how passionate he is, he's just passionate right now. Like, I don't know. It's hard.
But yeah, like, I don't know if it's so much that he's seen the future and that's what changed his mind, because he's looking at the present. When they stepped onto the island, he was just observing the entire time, and he was seeing that,
it's not changed.
This is a cycle, like that. Yeah. This is a pattern that, hatred will always breed more hatred. And he's looking at how people are talking and how they are interacting, and he's like, this is something that's always going to continue no matter what. And yeah, I mean, war is bad, yeah, obviously, but it's like, it's kind of necessary, because without war, or without that threat of war, there's always going to be someone that's going to take advantage of the peaceful times, and how Eren is thinking about it, it's like, yes, he's wrong, but he's also right. It's kind of like everybody wants to talk about peace and, like, unity, but nobody wants to get their hands dirty to accomplish that. And the sad state of, even the real world now, it's like, in order to have peace, you have to have war, because that's just how humans are now, right? But I want to get back to, like, when he was talking with Zeke and his conversation about Mikasa. I think he wanted an excuse or an out in order to kind of, like, cut all ties, because he was hoping that that was the reason why Mikasa has such loyalty towards him. And that's why he even asked Mikasa at the hill, it's like, why, like why do you care about me so much? Is it because we're family, or is it because I saved you, right? And I think she did the right answer. We are family, because if she said that it's because you saved me, then that's fake loyalty. Then that just means that I only care about you because you saved my life. But no, like, saying it, I care about you because you're family, just means that you know, in his mind it's like, wow, she like cares about me, like I'm her family,
like, genuinely,
right?
yeah.
But as he said, I only have 4 years left. I have to get all this shit done. And that's why, you know, it was heartbreaking when he said all that stuff to Mikasa and to Armin, and he turned his back on all of his friends. It's like he has stuff to do, he has things to accomplish, and you know what, like at the end of the day, everybody else is going to go about their lives, and he only has 4 years left, and he wants them to be happy because he knows that, you know, he was forced into being a Titan, but in a way he signed a deal with the devil, and the devil's going to collect in what, like, was it like 13 years when he first became the Titan, right? So now that he only has 4 years left, and he's, you know, he's looking at it, it's like, man, like nothing's going to change. I need to get rid of everybody, and my friends would never go along with my plan, like never. Like they would stop me, or they would try and find a way, but he knows that like somebody has to sacrifice themselves so that the world can move on, and he's playing that role. And you know, him saying that stuff to Armin and to Mikasa and like turning his back, is just his way of being like, you know, I care about you guys, and in the long run, you know, I hope you guys live a happy life, because I won't be around for that, but this is my gift to you. You can hate me all you want, but at least you can hate me with your freedom, and you guys will live a long life. Well, I guess except for Armin, because he's gonna be dying soon, because like he's a Titan, right? But yeah, it was so good. I'm so glad that they kind of like did a good tail end for
and I'm so glad that, you know, like the ending of it was Eren, because like all this time we see everyone's point of view except Eren, and now we finally have that closure. Yeah,
and it's been like missing, like we haven't seen Eren for basically most of this part 2 of this season,
and so much confusion of like, why, what the hell happened, like, you know, when did he go?
And now you know. So yeah, I'm excited.
And it really like lets me think that, you know, like how this kind of all, it just makes like, this is just a feeling I'm really getting from it. It's really like Code Geass. He is like putting all the hatred towards himself, and that everyone in the world is gonna, like, you know, kind of gather together, and they'll see that even the people in Paradise Island, even though they don't have anything to gain from this, they're also fighting him and saving everyone else, like, you know, the world, and like, you know, trying to stop him. And I think, like, you know, by stopping Eren, I think that is how like everyone's gonna try to relinquish their like fears and their he's gonna be their scapegoat. Yeah, he's gonna be the center of everyone's hatred, and then they'll be able to let it go. Yeah, but it's sad, like everybody wants it have to be Eren. Like, why does it have to be like someone has to be a scapegoat? Sorry, go ahead.
Everybody wants peace, but they don't want to do anything to go about it, right? So you can't just be diplomatic about it, and you can't just be like, all right, well, we want peace, because he sees how the world views them, and that's never going to change.
Yeah, it's like looking at something like, oh, it's like, oh yeah, what's happening here is wrong, but you don't have the balls to do anything about it. So like,
yeah, a great episode. Yeah, man, it's gonna be probably like what, January? Yeah, it's probably January when it's gonna come out. Oh, it's be such, yeah, but you know, it's good. I'm glad they're gonna take their time with this, the final 9 chapters. Yeah, very, very good tail end of part 2. Attack on Titan knows how to do like good cliffhangers, you know. So I guess we're gonna find out. I guess starting in January, we're finally gonna get like the meeting of everybody, you know, like all of his friends and everybody are gonna finally meet up with him. So
oh my god,
so excited, man. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you, you know, for all the subscribers and the people that are commenting. It's been awesome. We're definitely gonna be uploading a lot more now that kind of like Attack on Titan is finished. Now we can kind of like focus on other stuff, and you know, I'm really excited to watch Jujutsu. That'll probably be starting maybe either this week or next week, and you know, we're gonna start uploading more on this channel and see what else we can do with it. But yeah,
thanks again. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, and until hopefully we don't wait until January to do any more videos. But thanks again. Tell us what you thought of this episode, and tell us what you think of Eren now, because you know, there's people that were so against him. I'm like, no man, it's not black or white with Eren. Like
it really isn't.
The show has proven that there's more that meets the eye. That's Transformers. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.